Hello everyone, and peace of Christ all of you, and welcome to our program for tonight. And first of all, happy and great Easter for all of you, and may the Lord bless your life. And He is risen, He is alive, and He is our resurrection. I was actually in different channel, and I was inspired. I wasn't planning actually to go live, but I saw Apostate Prophet and David Wood live. And, usually I don't go really to other channels, but today I was like a little bored. So I said, let me see what they are doing there. And then I saw they are playing a video of this pink boy. I mean, he is always... He's against homosexual, but he dress always pink. And by the way, this thing in front of him is a microphone. It is thin and long. I don't know why it is like this. I mean, this microphone is like 3 foot long, and when he gets excited, it's almost going inside his mouth. So this idiot, he made a video. And the video is about what? About the guy who established the movement of burning the Quran. He died. Allah, He punished him. This is the name of the video of Mimi Hijab. In case you want to take a look yourself, we have to give him a credit, the pinky boy. Mimi Hijab, you better go to the gym, my friend. I mean, you look so girly. Look at you, beef. Anyway, so in the page of Opposite Prophet, and I guess they are still alive in their program. I don't know if they are done, but when I left it, they were still alive. They played this.
You on this because it's actually I mean, they're kind of separate topics, although they're kind of related in the sense that I mean, Muhammad Hijab, who's the one who posted the video celebrating the death of the Quran burner, even though it's like an little old man. That's the same guy who says that if you just read the Quran, you'd conclude that you could have sex with a 5-year-old. And so all this sicko stuff is kind of connected.
Yeah. So you're talking about this guy here, right? This.
Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam.
Nice shirt.
That Allah,
he likes women,
wants to ensure that they have.
Guys, do you see how he jumped? Do you see how he is acting? I mean, look how fake it is. Allah. What the heck is that, man? Can you do it again? Like he I mean, I cannot believe how fake you are, you idiot. What are you doing? I mean, what? Play it again, hold on.
Hijab, who's the one who posted the video celebrating the death of the Quran burner, even though it's like an little old man. That's the same guy who says that if you just read the Quran, you'd conclude that you could have sex with a 5-year-old. And so all this sicko stuff is kind of connected.
Yeah. So you're talking about this guy here, right?
Hold on. I need to record the screen maybe, so I don't need to replay the whole thing over and over, Let us see if this program would work. All right. Let us record. We will call it hijab acting.
Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam.
Nice shirt.
That Allah,
he likes women,
wants to ensure that they have no provision of the akhirah, of the hereafter, and they will have a painful punishment.
Painful punishment.
Look at his face. Look at hold on. Look at this face. Unbelievable. Look at zoom in. You look like a duck, man. I mean, you are wearing pink. Your face reaction is fake. Jumping like a monkey for no reason. And what the heck is that? A duck. The pinky duck. The penguin. And then, you know, the Muhammadan, they bring insult to their religion. So he is trying to tell you that you insulted the Quran. Here we go, Allah, he killed you. I am insulting the Quran since I was a teenage. I laugh at your God. I call your prophet stupid every day. I don't burn the Quran. I mean, burning the Quran is not really an insult. You're Uthman ibn Affan, he burned the Quran, you idiot. You Muslims are the first one who burned the Quran. Insulting the Quran is me showing people every day how stupid your prophet, how stupid your God, and how stupid your Quran. It's not burning the Quran. And now, because they are making a challenge that if you, this is what they are saying, if you insult the Quran, Allah will punish you.
Again, right? Look at what Allah did to Nabil. Look, you have disabled children, you see, right? And it's anything. I mean, anything you guys say. Do you know what happened to Muhammad? I mean, do you know? I mean, notice that they'll do it with me. I mean, it's always an interesting.
Okay, I will not go to what happened to Muhammad. Muhammad is an idiot. And, you know, Muhammad, he went through a lot of things. As an example, if you are talking about punishment, when the prophet, he said that his penis was not working, was a reward from Allah or it was a punishment? Who is the one who made the penis of the prophet the weakest between mankind? Is that a blessing from God to have 13 wives, yet your penis is not working, or this is a reward? Is it a reward from Allah that Muhammad is bewitched? Is it a reward from Muhammad or from Allah that Muhammad, he imagined himself having sex with his wife? In fact, it was not his wife's. We do not know. I mean, the story did not mention he was having sex with what. Was that a reward? When Muhammad have a trial, and what is the trial? Muhammad, he said that Allah, he tastes his best prophets by fleas, by lice. So you are talking about Allah punishing people. I mean, I never saw someone was punished like Muhammad. Muhammad was sick for many years. He cannot move. He cannot even go to the bathroom. He can piss. He cannot piss. He cannot even shit. He cannot even have sex. 4 or 5 years, the guy is, they are dragging him from house to house. So, and then who is the one who died? Who is the one who died? If you go to the stupid idiot channel, you will see the guy is a very old man. He have no teeth. This guy, he insulted the Quran. He died. I mean, that's really horrible. Allah, he punished him, didn't he? How stupid you Muslims are. So this guy, he insulted the Quran a century ago. He lost all his teeth, and this is an old picture where he was like fine. You know, this is an old picture. This is not him yesterday. And now he died, and you are saying now that Allah, he punished him and he killed him? And now, because you know, you are bringing insult to your religion, you stupid idiot, Mimi Hijab. Look what you did. You made me come live, challenging Allah again and again. Here we go. Allah is stupid. Allah is false. Allah is donkey. Allah is homosexual. Allah is monkey. Allah is a liar. Allah is everything, you know. Allah is fake. And Allah is not punishing me. And then one day, you know, God knows when, I will die. And then they will say, see, Mimi Hijab, he will go live if he's still alive. Because already I see that you have some dark spots around your eyes. Are you taking drugs? Hey Mimi, be honest with me. Are you in drugs? Why around your eyes is so dark? What is that? Those things happen if you are taking drugs. But anyway, when somebody gets sick and he is a Muslim, Allah is trying him. If somebody gets sick and he is a Muslim, Allah punishing him. Muhammad, he gets sick. Muhammad, he is like he is imagining things. Muhammad is not even having to sex. Muhammad, his children died. Muhammad died by poison. Muhammad, he says, if I am lying, Allah will cut my aorta. All of this is a trial from Allah. This is not a punishment. But if anything happened to someone as a Muslim, Allahu Akbar, he is punished by Allah. And the microphone is getting longer. Look at this microphone. You know, when I saw the microphone first time, I know, I thought this is the stick of Prophet Solomon who was holding when he died. This is a microphone? I mean, look, he have a microphone in his chest, the small one, and yet he is holding this big microphone in his hand. Why the microphone is so long like this? I hope it's used only for broadcast purpose. Mimi hijab. I hope so. Seriously. Not to clean your nose, don't get me wrong. Booger boy. The one who made fun of Allah and he is a prophet, Allah will punish him. Aren't you the one who was making fun of the prophet statement about suckle me? I said to a Muslim woman, suckle me, after she insulted Jesus and she said Jesus was playing with his mother boobs. She's a whore, like you. But isn't it this is you going around making fun of what your prophet himself said? Asking a Muslim sheikh wife to give you her tits so you can suck them? Isn't it this is an insult to Muhammad? Isn't it those hadith are authentic and exist in the Sunni books? Isn't it the hadith confirm that this was a Qur'an? Isn't it? So when you yourself, you make fun of Muhammad, that explained to me how Allah, he punished Islam. Immediately, he punished Islam by people like you. There is no way that a true Muslim believer, he will make fun of his prophet command. A Muhammadan said to Mimi Hijab, what's wrong with you, Muhammad? What kind of mannerism are these? Shame on you, Muhammad. Mimi Hijab, he answered saying, what? Why is it wrong to, he believe it's halal. So if you believe in what Muhammad said, we can make fun of you, we can bully you. So this man, he is he did bully literally Muhammad and the one who follow Muhammad. So now what we expect? Is Allah going to punish Mimi Hijab soon? I believe he's already punished. Look, he's already in pink.
Who was
He is already pinky. This is pink. And the shirt or the t-shirt is so tight in his body. I mean, why you make it so tight in your body? What is the exactly what you're trying to do? Why you grow a beard? Pinky boy? And then, because Mimi Hijab is speaking about how Allah punished those who insult the Quran, did you just find out what apostate prophet did? Did you? To prove to you that you are stupid, you Muslims are bringing insult to your prophet, insult to your religion. Even when people forget about burning the Quran, people don't want to cut the Quran, people don't want to eat the Quran, people don't want to piss in the Quran, but you keep reminding us we should do it. So you are talking about that the one who burned the Quran, Allah punish him. And then guess what happened? Watch.
Oh, no. Apparently, even if challenged in public with so many people watching, upon the request of your dear friend, who is one of the biggest Muslim YouTubers, Allah just ignores that. He doesn't care about us who have all the strength to do all kinds of mockery and criticism forever. But no, Allah takes his time. And what does he do? He goes for a very old man who is naturally about to die, and he takes his life in order to punish him for burning a Quran.
Yeah, guys, this is you Muslims.
The brilliance of Islamic intellect.
Yeah, you Muslims who are watching, this is okay. Let me break this down for you. If you have 100 Quran burners, eventually they're all going to die. They're all going to die eventually. Some sooner than others. Some may.
I have to say, sometimes David Wood is really funny. Actually, both of them. Guys, there's 100 Quran burners. Eventually, all of them, they will die. And that is the proof that Allah is God. And actually, me, myself, one day, I think I'm going to die laughing. At such a God, at such a prophet, at such a religion. Hey, Prophet Muhammad, when you go to the bathroom, what we should do? You have to say the prayer, other shaitan will go inside your anus and we will play with it. What? What? Yes, you enter with your left foot and you say prayer to Allah, and then shaitan cannot see you. Otherwise, he will play with your anus. Hey, Mimi Hijab, how many times you entered the bathroom without saying that prayer? Can you tell us your testimony? Would shaitan play with your anus? And since then you are wearing pink? Have you ever heard of a stupid religion like this? You go inside the bathroom. Actually, there's a video about it explained by a sheikh. The sheikh in the mosque, and he explained to the Muslims that if you go in the bathroom, you have to enter with certain foot, and you have to say a certain prayer, and if you do so, you will become invisible. Otherwise, you go inside the bathroom, and you start squeezing it, and it's not coming. Do you know why? Because shaitan is playing with your bowels. Go watch the video. And when he said, the Prophet says so, At-Tirmidhi says so. So why Mimi Hijab will not tell us his testimony about shaitan playing with his anus? Because that, if it's happening, that means Muhammad is telling the truth. All what you need to do, enter the bathroom without saying the prayer, and I am sure 99.9% of Muslims, they never even heard about this prayer. Which means 99.999% of them, shaitan played with their anus. Which means every one of them, he have a special testimony, I want to call it testimony, about playing with the anus. A Muslim, he want to play victim and he support homosexual. Look in the chat, look. Christian Prince, are you making fun of homosexual? Muslimun, I will give you the answer from your Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. Shall we? And now you will say, what's wrong with that? Yes, homosexuals are not good people. You see, you are a hypocrite son of Muta, like your Prophet. Here we go. Are you bullying the homosexual? Are you? The Quran, you stupid son of Mut'a, says you should bully the homosexual. And you should beat them with sandal, insult them, and hurt them, hurt their feeling. Is that your Quran, potato? I'm waiting for your answer in the chat. Christian Prince, are you bullying? Do you see why we laugh at you, you stupid people? Do you see why we find you that you are hilarious idiot? Every single one of you. Hypocrite liars. This is your stupid Quran. This is what? Your stupid Quran. Muslimun, potato. Read with me. And when two of you, which means two men, do adultery, homosexual intercourse, punish them both with insult and beat them with sandals. Hold on. But this is a Muslim. He just said this to me. Hey, Christian Prince, are you making fun of a homosexual? Isn't that bullying? What the heck? A Muslim talking about bullying? Are you there? Hey, Muslimun, are you there? Are you now against the bullying or supporting the bullying of homosexual? I did not bully the homosexual. You bully yourself. Pinky boy. So in their book it says you bully them, you insult them, you hurt their feeling, and if they repent, let them go. Are you there, Muslim Moon? This is what they do. They try to play victims, you know, and they try to say, oh, you know, this is in the West. You cannot do that. You know, and look who is talking. Potato hypocrite. Son of Mut'a. We go back to our topic. The bully boy, Mimi Hijab, he is speaking about if you insult the Quran, Allah will punish you in the grave severely. And guess what happened next?
But that's just what's going to happen. If you're going to read into whatever happens to any of them, even though let me put it this way, just statistically, if you have 100 Quran burners, eventually one of those guys is going to die in a car accident or some sort of accident or something like this. Eventually one of those guys is going to get cancer. Eventually one of those guys is going to, you know, these things are going to happen. If you then zero in on each one, you see, this is the proof. How do you not do the exact same thing when it comes to Islam? Especially when your prophet had it way worse and died younger than this old man that we can't even find. I can't even figure out who this is. I don't even know who he's talking about. Because when you pull up Quran burner, a bunch of other people come up, right?
They're alive, right? Lots of them are still alive. So Allah has different priorities, man. He has different priorities, and sometimes he tests his beloved prophet and then accidentally kills him. That's what happens.
All right, so go ahead.
In the Quran, ولا يحزنك الذين يسارعون في الكفر إنهم لن يضروا الله شيئا يريد الله ألا يجعل لهم حظا في الآخرة ولهم عذاب عظيم. Do not let those individuals worry you, sadden you, O Muhammad, grieve you, O Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. That Allah wants to ensure that they have no
and died younger than this old man that we can't even find. I can't even figure out who this is. I don't even know who he's talking about. Because when you pull up Quran burner, a bunch of other people come up, right?
They're alive, right? Lots of them alive. So Allah has different priorities, man. He has different priorities, and sometimes he tests his beloved prophet and then accidentally. That's what happens.
All right, so go ahead.
In the Quran, ولا يحزنك الذين يسارعون في الكفر إنهم لن يضروا الله شيئا يريد الله ألا يجعل لهم حظا في الآخرة ولهم عذاب عظيم. Do not let those individuals worry you, sadden you,
Don't worry about them.
grieve you, or Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. That Allah wants to ensure that they have no provision of the hereafter, and they will have a painful punishment.
Hey, Muslimun, get lost, buddy. Let your dad come here. We don't have time for kids. You must be an adult, mature in the age of Aisha, and you are here. Get out of here, son of Mut'ah. I am not in the mood of renting a woman like the Prophet of Allah. So don't offer yourself to me, as in the chapter of Al-Ahzab. Christian Prince, do you have COVID? Hey, my friend, I don't have COVID. You are rich, you do it, have it. You have all the disease. Your Prophet, even, he says all his wives, they have yellow sexual discharge. Yellow. Who is the one who have why they have yellow sexual discharge? Yellow? It's really yellow? The expert Muhammad. Okay, continue.
Painful punishment because they didn't have the haqq and the hikmah.
What we can call in our terms, or what we can regard from our perspective, as a kind of sadaqah jariyah of ma'siyah. An individual who has established for himself organizations, plural, who burn the Qur'an, the holy books, and now when he's in his grave, all of those sins, which he's already probably being punished for, if he hasn't, of course, done the shahada somehow. Look,
you can burn the Quran and then say shahada and you are fine. I found a solution. I'm laughing at Muhammad all my life. Before I die, a second before I die, I give Allah a finger, as the Muslim they do, and say shahada. And then that's it. All my sin is gone, brother. All my sin is gone. And all the men and women who left Islam because of me, it's okay. I have a better solution. Your Prophet, he says, if you say Bismillahi walhamdulillah 100 times a day, all your sin, even if it's more than the foam of the ocean, is going to be washed. Just say it 100 times a day. Pinky boy. May Allah pink you. Is that a punishment from Allah that you are a pinky boy? Or it's a choice? Oh, I forgot, in Islam, you don't have a free will. It's Allah who dressed you like this.
Before he died, or something like that, whereby it can be salvific for him, that individual will be getting a multiplied sinful effect till the day of judgment.
Okay, listen, sinful effect. I heard about drugs with side effect. I heard about illness, effect, but sin effect. What is that? Sinful effect. That's deep. That's really deep. Hold on. You remind me of your Prophet. You know, I made actually, I don't know if you guys, you noticed the thumbnail of this video. You notice there is an image of a pig. I'm not insulting, by the way. I mean, pigs are really nice, you know, compared to Muhammad. We cannot compare Muhammad to pigs. I mean, that is not really the case. And I'm not comparing even Muhammad hijab to pigs, because pigs are useful, Muhammad hijab is not. But Muhammad, the Prophet of Muhammad hijab, said that his people, some of them, a huge group of people, of Muslims, are going to play music and they will drink alcohol. Allah will make them pigs and monkeys. So the question to me, hijab, Allah will make them pigs and monkeys after they die or before they die? What the heck? Let us go and see the hadith and laugh at this religion. Allah, he punish, man. He punish, you know, okay. Yeah. Okay. Okay, let us see what the hadith says. Let us read. Look at this. Look at this gold, silver. Man, what the heck? Look at this. All of this, brother. Muhammad, he making a prophecy. We will go to this one later. This is Sahih al-Bukhari. This is not hadith of the, Mimi hijab, he can say, I don't accept. Come on, this is a pink hadith. This is literally the pink of the pink, of the pinky prophet. Muhammad, he said, from among my followers, there will be some people who will consider illegal sexual intercourse. Mimi Hijab, in his video, he says that Muslims in London, they marry Muslim women for 3 minutes, 5 minutes, 3 minutes, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 5 minutes. Go watch it. Is that legal? Mimi Hijab, according to Mimi Hijab, this is not legal. So Allah should do the punishment to them. What is the punishment? Let's continue. And they will be wearing silk. Mimi, what are you wearing, man? Made in China. Aren't you the one who stripped in the front of the Chinese embassy? I will cut my 100 feet beard if your t-shirt is not made in China. Let us continue. Wearing silk, drinking alcoholic drink, and use a musical instrument. Find me one Muslim who don't use musical instrument, including Mimi Hijab, in the beginning of the video, at the end of his video, and every commercial he do, as lawful. And there will be some people who will stay near the side of the mountains, and in the evening their shepherd will come to them. They will with their sheep and ask them for something, but they will say to him, return to us tomorrow. Allah will destroy all of those. How? During the night, at the night, not in the morning. Allah is a night guy. Will let the mountains fall on them, and he will transform the rest of them into monkeys and pigs, and they will remain so till the day of resurrection. Mimi Hijab, based on your stupid prophet, the one who play music instrument, Allah will make him a pig and a monkey immediately. He will make the mountains fall on him. So which one is more bad to Allah? Insulting Allah, insulting Muhammad, insulting the Quran, or playing a music instrument? And now my challenge for you, monkey, minky, pinky boy. If there is anyone beside you, Allah he transformed into a pig? If yes, prove it. If there is any Muslim, ever, he play musical instrument. I mean, all of Egypt play musical instrument. Most of Egypt, they take drugs. Hashish and heroin and cocaine is the food of Afghanistan. The Taliban, they have Bachabazi boy, a boy who dance for the mullahs, a boy, not even girls. They make a boy wearing a makeup, and they play music, and the boy he dance for them, and then after that they have sex with him. Go watch the BBC documentary. So Allah will make the one who play musical instrument a pig and a monkey, and will make the mountains fall on them. But the one who make fun of Allah and the Quran and Muhammad, Allah will punish him in the grave later. In fact, this is a threat made by Muhammad, proving Muhammad to be a false prophet. Because if it's true, if he is a true prophet, then the threat of Allah should happen. There is a single human being in this earth from the Muslims. Allah made him a pig and a monkey for drinking alcohol or playing a music instrument. If there is any Muhammadan beside Mimi Hijab and Ali Dawa, and this is Al-Bukhari. Now, because they are bringing those challenges and they are trying to fool people, saying, oh, you see, our God is real. He is going to punish those people who insult the Prophet. Look what you made. Apostate Prophet do today. Do you know what he did? I was there. They keep making a challenge. Even they ask me many times, are you willing to say in public, may Allah curse me, kill me, destroy me? You know, I say it every day. Your God, Allah, is a fraud. I mean, what kind of God? He is waiting for me to ask him to punish me? Aren't you stupid? Are you saying to me that your God, Allah, will not punish me unless I ask him? Okay, I will never ask him then. I mean, do you see the stupidity of this garbage religion? They ask you, if you are a man, it challenge Allah to punish you. Which means Allah will not punish you unless you ask him to punish you. But we just saw that the one who they are playing a musical instrument, they are not asking Allah to punish them, but yet Allah will punish them and make them pigs and monkeys. In the Quran, there is a verse where Allah, he threatened the Christians that if they don't believe in Muhammad, Allah will erase their faces. And then the Christian, they said to Muhammad, get lost. Let your God do his best. And until now, we are waiting for Allah to do what he promised. Chapter 4, verse number 47. Oh, you were given the book. Believe in what we send down. Confirm what you have. The Quran confirm what we have? I thought you couldn't confirm it. I mean, how many Abdul they say we don't confirm the Bible? It's corrupt. It says here in front of you, confirm what you have. Before we elaborate faces and turn them inside out. Oh, my voice, guy, my mouth is going inside my head. Sorry, you know, turn them inside out. If you change the translation, actually, the translation is not accurate. This guy is an idiot. I think he's the Muslim, by the way. I think they copy each other translation. They don't translate. They are, you know, hypocrite. They are making business, making money by copying translation of somebody else. Oh, you have been given the scripts as Jews and Christians, specifically Jews and Christians. Believe in what we have revealed to Muhammad, okay? Confirming what you have already with you, okay? Before we efface your faces. Before what? By making them like the back of necks without nose, mouth, etc. Guys, what is the screen? I cannot see it. What is my nose? My nose is gone. My nose is gone. The threat of Allah is true. All the Christians, they have no nose. Muhammad was speaking to the Christian in his time, saying to them, believe before we do this to you. And now what the Muslim will say, oh no, this is the judgment day. No, look carefully. It says the same as we did to those who been cursed for the Sabbath. Those who Allah cursed for the Sabbath, he made them pigs and monkeys according to Muhammad. He did not wait for the judgment day. It's in front of you. The same as those who we cursed them because of the Sabbath breaker. And this story is different story. It's funny. It's very laughable. So all the threat of Muhammad is pinky threat. Like you. Pinky, Mimi, hijab. If this little pig, funny pig, will be scary one day, you, Mimi Hijab, will be scary. And your God will be scary. And look, because now everybody is scared of Allah. What happened? What happened is hilarious. People, they start respecting the Quran. Everybody in the world respect the Quran now. And this is the consequence of respect.
With a blazing fire.
Yeah, that's true. Actually, so people will be punished in the grave for the things that they have done during their lives, and if they have done some horrible stuff like not child molesting, that's a different issue. That's not so big of a deal. But things like burning a book, then
wait. Actually, according to Muhammad, if you recall, over half of the punishment of the grave is due to urinating improperly. Remember?
Oh
that one?
yes.
Yeah. Isn't that interesting? Yeah.
You know, this is another proof that Muhammad is a fraud. A Jewish woman, she said to Aisha, most of the punishment of the grave because of the urine. Muhammad, he heard that, and since then he started saying yes. You know, he copy anything the Jews they say. The Jews, they teach their kids things to make them stay clean. When you pee, don't let the, you know, it's an old, you know, it's a stupid culture. To make your son fear like the pee touching his feet, because if you do that, you will be punished in the grave. If we go in the hadith, we will find this. And then you will know how Muhammad, why the Quran in chapter 9, verse number 61, calling Muhammad, he was an ear. He's an ear. He always take whatever he hear, he put it in his Quran. The majority of the punishment of the grave is because of urine. This is authentic hadith. But where Muhammad he got this? He got it from a Jew. Read it. A Jewish woman, Aisha told of a Jewish woman, visited her and mentioned the punishment of the grave, adding, may God preserve you from the punishment of the grave. Aisha, she asked Allah Messenger. But this is actually not the whole story. You will see that Aisha and the Jew, they are fighting, not fighting by hands, but they are arguing. Aisha, she accused her to be lying. There is no such a thing. Muhammad, he came out in the yard and he found the Jewish women and Aisha are arguing together. He told her what's happening. She said to him what she heard from the Jew. Muhammad, he said, yeah, she's right. And since then, Muhammad never stopped seeking refuge by Allah from the punishment of the grave. But before that date, Aisha, she never heard him speaking of it. Never, ever spoke about it. This is why Aisha, she's arguing with the women about it. If she heard it before, she would not have a problem. But after Muhammad, he heard the Jewish women, since then, Muhammad, he never stopped asking Allah to seek refuge from the punishment of the grave because of his urine. As you see in front of you. Even Aisha, she said, after that day, I never heard Muhammad, but he is saying, I seek refuge by Allah from the punishment of the grave. But before that, he never said that. Why? Before that, that punishment was not exist. Before the Jew, she mentioned it, this punishment was not exist. Huh? Isn't it obvious that Muhammad is a fraud? Read carefully. And after that, Aisha said, I never saw Allah Messenger observing a prayer without seeking Allah protection from the punishment of the grave. The question you should ask yourself then, how come Muhammad never? Why after that? Why after that he starts seeking the punishment of the grave protection? What happened before? He never heard of it? Maybe the Jewish woman, she activated him? Huh? Any Muslim can help us? How come Muhammad never mentioned to Aisha before that date the punishment of the grave? How come Aisha never ever heard Muhammad praying to Allah, ask him for protection from that punishment? Obviously, he just learned it. He just took it. He just copied it. And he accepted it. And he started teaching it. And then each time he go outside, he starts speaking about punishment of the grave. And even the Muslim, they have a million movies on YouTube about it. If you go right now and search for the torment of the grave, for the penalty of the grave, the punishment of the grave, you will find million funny idiot making fake movies about a guy being tortured in the grave. There's a Pakistani boy, I don't know if you remember, we used to play his video. He is even more hilarious than Mimi Hijab the Pinky. Speaking about a guy who the camel chased him to the graveyard. Anyone remember the video? Who remember the video? Let me search for it. Oh boy. Look, if you search for this topic, you will find a billion video made by the Muslim. Look, punishment in the grave in the Quran for abandoning the Quran. Oh. Ooh. Bird freak out of the punishment of the grave. The bird, even the bird? Birds freak out the torment of the grave. Oh, when you enter the grave, this happened. Ooh, grave punishment, alhamdulillah. Grave removed with the parrot Islam. What the heck? No one dare to fight them in the grave. No one dare to fight them. We do. Potato. Allah Akbar in the grave. Okay. His son called, this happened. Okay, the punishment of the grave. What? After death, there's the things which protect from the punishment of the grave. Yeah, there's what? If you read Quran, that protect your anus. If you don't believe me, go watch the video. Actually, I'm trying to find it. Look at this idiot. Journey end. I mean, we search for punishment of the grave, we get Ali Dawa. Death and punishment in the grave. Oh, they heard the screaming from the grave. Look at his face. Look at this guy. I mean, scared the hell. You yourself, you are a punishment for me. Unbelievable. What the heck is that? Ooh, Mufti Mink. The punishment of the grave. It's going to be hilarious if we can play them. Look at this. Fear of punishment of the grave. Asim al-Hakim. Look at the snake. By the way, this is a snake. This is a Photoshop. Muhammad, he told them that in the grave, you will be jailed with a bold, blind snake. And this snake is a dragon. Have 99 head. It have 7 head. Each one of them have 99 head. You calculate the number. Okay. Punishment of the grave. Even Zakir Naik is warning you about the punishment of the grave. You better be careful. But until now, I did not find this Pakistani boy, which I find it hilarious. Why Allah punish people in the grave? In the darkness of the grave. Don't worry, my friend. We can install LED. You just pay for the, you know, for, I mean, coming 200 years for electric company, you know, as long as you are paying the bill, the electricity will be there. Don't worry. Punishment of the grave. Oh, boy. Mean. What a movie. What a movie. What I can do, Scooby-Doo. Look, and Zakir Naik is promoting his son. Look, he looked like a chicken. He looked like a chick, you know? Look, what the heck is that? I mean, you are a Muslim trying to make yourself like your father, supposedly a sheikh, huh? But you are just a little kid. And now you are wearing the clothes of the kuffar. Why you don't wear the clothes of the Prophet, brother? Potato. Reminder at the grave. Oh, what the heck is that? Yeah. I cannot find this funny video. You know, I can play it for you. You will die laughing, literally. The guy was so emotional. And look at this guy. Bird hear the screaming from the grave. Look at this idiot. You know, this idiot? He called himself Bobby. I mean, this guy is just a scumbag. Literally. Hey, Bobby. How come the bird, he can hear the screaming from the grave, but you don't hear it, Bobby? Maybe you need to take the headset from your head so you can hear them? I'm giving an idea. I mean, if the parrot can hear it, you did not hear it. That means your ears is not working. The parrot can hear the screaming from the grave. And what the parrot he told you? I heard the screaming. I heard the screaming. Yeah, I cannot find the video. Anyway, let us go look at those. Look at those. How they are excited, man. Concerning the punishment of the grave and bliss of the grave. And look how his fingers. Look how his fingers. He's so activated, brother. That's deep. The reason of the punishment of the grave at the Huda TV. The reason, your prophet, he said it's a piss. Are you going to make a lecture about pissing? The piss, majority of it is the piss. It's not even fornication. Piss upon him. Okay. We look like we cannot find it, so we have to go back to the video of apostate prophet. So you, Muhammad, and you made a challenge to people, and then when people they accept the challenge, you go mad. Look what happened next. They start making fun of you, fun of your prophet, and look what I'm doing too. Thank you very much.
Yeah. What'd you do? I molested a bunch of children. Okay, you're good. What did you do? I didn't squat to pee. Oh, yeah.
How dare you?
How dare you? Now you'll be humiliated. What is this, man?
And we can also observe this when you go to the grave of somebody who burned a Quran or dropped a few drops of urine on his pants. You can actually look in the grave and you can see that he is being punished in there. And we can all, of course, discover that and observe that.
Isn't that weird? It's like here's what's weird. I can't even believe we have to talk about this stuff whenever we're talking about Islam. But so this is Muhammad, and guys, if you doubt this, we can pull up the passages and so on where over most of the punishment of the grave is because of urinating improperly, not squatting properly, and then I guess you get some sprinkles all over. And when you bring this stuff up to Muslims, they say, that's because Islam is so focused on cleanliness. And it's like, oh, okay, I can understand, hey, be careful about how you pee, you want to be clean, right? But really, I mean, that's most of the punishment of the grave is just for that. But then when you take that and you say, it's because Allah wants us clean, it's like, But then why does Muhammad walk around with semen all over his clothes? And it's like Aisha, there's all these passages. I mean, it's all over the.
Hold on, what Muhammad have semen over clothes? Muhammad, he take a shower with the sewage. What he clean? We just showed you that Muhammad, he copied that from the Jews. But Muhammad himself never was clean. He was full of lies. And Muhammad himself, he take a shower with dead dogs and women blood from period and garbage. So if this is the point, to be clean, maybe this is for the Jews. The Jews are very careful in being clean, extreme, to the point of a phobia. Muhammad and Muhammadan, they cannot speak about being clean, because your ablution, you are not even clean anything. You are not even taking a shower. You are just adding little water under your arm. You cannot even use detergent. Just little water. And your prophet, when he prepare himself for ablution, he do use the water which have dead dogs and women blood from period, as you see in the front of you, and stinky garbage. I'm not the one who said that. It's in the front of you. Do you see it? And this is a Sahih hadith. Read with me. It says Sahih. 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 All of this is Sahih. The Prophet of Allah, he take ablution with dead dogs in a water in the size of a jacuzzi. Even this hadith describe how big the water is. It's so small to the point you can measure it with your sheet. He scattered his sheet, which means his abaya. He scattered it over the water and he measured it with his hand. The total length of it is 6 cubits. And the maximum height of it is to the private part. In this little tiny water, there's dead dogs and women blood from period and stinky garbage. And who is the one saying that? The Muslims. And is this hadith a sahih? Absolutely. This has nothing to do with being clean. This is about Muhammad copying the Jewish women. He liked what she said, and as usual, whatever the Jew he say, he take it, he add it, he make it part of his religion. Exactly. It doesn't say that, CP. Yeah. We go back to apostate prophet and what happened tonight. Something really horrible. Ooh.
The hadiths about Aisha having to clean all this, constantly clean all the semen all over his clothes. And then when I ask Muslims about that, when I say, why does this guy have semen all over his clothes? That Aisha constantly, she says she has to scrape it off with her fingernail or wash it or scrub it or all these different ways that Aisha was cleaning the semen off of Muhammad. And when I ask about that, they say, oh, but you know, it's a I can't even say it with a straight face. It will be some version of, but you know, it's the hot desert, and you know, Muhammad didn't have a lot to clean himself, and you can't just take a bath all the time, and so that's what it's like. Wait, look, okay, guys, let me break this down for you.
Let us move to the cheese. So now, because Mimi Hijab and the Muslims are making a claim that if you insult the Quran, you will be punished severely. Look what happened. Just tonight. Let us move the video.
Issue one more time and say, if the death of an old man who is about to die is being used to say, look, the enemies of Islam are being punished by Allah because of what they did, then I would like to make it very easy and ask Allah one more time to show us that He means it. Show us that you mean it, Allah.
Muslims, he just challenged your God to show him that he is Allah. And now he will challenge Allah to stop him from ripping the Quran apart. And I do the same. I'm ripping the Quran every day, making fun of the Quran every day. And Allah don't even dare to show, because He's fake, He's not exist. Go ahead, Apostle Prophet. What do you want to do? Challenge Allah.
So here in my hand, I have a Quran, right? It's a Quran. Nothing weird in it. Here, it's the Quran, right here.
It's a dictionary.
It's the Quran. So I want to. So if we are doing what these Dawa guys are doing, and we are using evidence in such a way, how about we use it like this? How about we use it like this? I say now, if I am doing something terrible, if Islam is true, if I am lying and I'm completely wrong about all of this, and we are wrong, Allah should strike me dead, make me fall to my death right here, make me unconscious, before I am able to rip one page.
Muhammad, did you hear it? Before I am able to rip. Not next year the guy, or next century he die, and you say, see, Allah can punish him. All of us, we will die one day. Listen carefully what he said. Before I am able to rip the Quran. Before I am able to rip the Quran. Can Allah stop me? Let us see what will happen. It's getting exciting.
Of this Quran. If Allah is true, if Islam is true, if I am lying, if I'm wrong, Allah should prevent me right now from ripping this Quran.
Exactly.
Right now, not punish AP 70 years from now.
Yeah, not when I'm 95 years old.
When he's an old, shriveled up old man.
Not when I'm 95 years old and I can barely function by myself. No, right now, prevent me from ripping up this Quran. Too late. See.
You went back. You went.
See. What does this prove?
Okay, let me get you busted. I'm going to zoom in. You liar, apostate prophet. This is not the real Quran. This is a Hindu Quran. Here we go. First of all, here it says the cow. Praise be cow. How do you do? The cow is our mother for all of you. I can read it. Why you are lying and saying this is Quran? This is Hindu Quran. Otherwise, you can explain to me why it keep talking about the cow? So this liar, he opened a book. It sounds like Arabic, brothers and sisters, but this is not Quran. This is the book of the Hindus, you know? And you will notice, actually, if you zoom here, look here. Here, it says in Arabic, Sadguru. Let me highlight it for you, because, you know, those kuffar, they have a bad vision. I'm zooming as much as I can. Here we go. It says, this book is written and published, the publicity of this book made by Sadguru, peace be upon him. Do you see it? And this is why you are not going to be punished, because you are not holding true Quran. And this is Sadguru book. And you know what? I feel sad for you, because now Sadguru will be upset from you and he will be sad. And now both of you are kuffar, you became sad, and all of you are sad and we are happy. Okay, go ahead, rip the Quran. I mean, the fake Quran, which is not true Quran, which is the Hindu Quran. Now we knew that this is not true Quran, the same as David Wood when he brought a fake Quran and he made the cat walk in it. You think you are fool? This is a dictionary. Hello?
One page of this Quran. If Allah is true, if Islam is true, if I am lying, if I'm wrong, Allah should prevent me right now from ripping this Quran.
Right now, not punish AP 70 years from now.
Yeah, not when I'm 95 years old.
When he's an old, shriveled up old man.
Not when I'm 95 years old and I can barely function by myself. No, right now, prevent me from ripping up this Quran.
Uh-oh.
Too late. See,
You went back. You went.
see. What does this prove, David? What does it look
On the
I
floor.
don't know what you're doing, man.
Allah, come on. There it goes.
Where'd my popcorn go?
Allah.
Who wanna bet that before he ripped the third page, Allah will punish him? Who wanna rip? Who wanna bet? Who wanna bet? He is going to rip now the third page, and Allah will give him a heart stroke. I say this is what happened. Who wanna bet against me? Listen to this. If I win, you lose $10. If I lose, I win $20. What do you think? Who wanna bet against me? Listen carefully. If I lose, I win $10. If you win, I win $20. See? Nobody there. Because we know Allah is going to give him a heart attack. And either way, I'm going to win. I mean, hello. If I lose, I win $10. If you win, I win $20. That's a good gambling. Oh boy. Okay, now let us see what will happen when he ripped the third one. Huh? What will happen? Allah will destroy him.
Allah, are you there, Allah? Dear Allah, are you there?
Are you there?
Oh.
Oops.
There you go.
It's me, apostate prophet. Now, but by the way, because I mean, we've talked before about
This clearly proves that Islam is false. This
Yeah.
is clear evidence. that
that's the
Islam is false.
test. That's the test that is being encouraged. Notice if you challenge Allah, he's going to refute your challenge and destroy you in front of everyone.
And
But
see,
he
he
hasn't.
have just destroyed himself. We have just destroyed Allah. But look,
Oh boy.
he's not doing anything. He's not doing anything. No, what will he do?
You idiot. How Allah will do anything when he is now under the table collecting the Quran? Isn't it in Allah in the Quran? He says it is on us to collect it. Let me show you the verse. This is why Allah is not doing anything for you, because now he is busy collecting the Quran, which you ripped down in the floor. Here we go. Inna alayna jam'ahu wa Qur'anahu. And the verse in the front of your eyes, you are ignorant. It is in us to collect it and give it to you, Muhammad. So now you are ripping the Quran. Allah, and you know, because Allah now he will be busy collecting the Quran, which you throw in the floor. And this is why he have no time to punish you. So you said to yourself, I want to make this showtime. I will rip the Quran, I will throw the Quran, Allah will be busy collecting the Quran. I challenge Allah to punish me, but he is now what? So busy collecting the Quran, and you keep ripping pages after pages. So Allah collect one after one, and he keep looking at you like, stop doing that, man, so I can go and punish you. But Allah cannot do it, because Allah now is collecting the ripped pages. Guys, do you see how he is fooling you? Do you know why Allah did not punish this guy? He's collecting the Quran. The Quran is all over the floor. Unless he have a goat under the table, and the goat, she's eating the Quran. That is different story. That will be very sad ending, unhappy ending for the Quran. Okay.
We'll wait until I'm 95 years old, and then there will be a YouTube Dawa channel in the weird futuristic metaverse where some Dawa guy, when there are no more Muslims left in the world because they have all left Islam, will pathetically say, hey, many decades ago, this guy was a YouTuber and he said terrible things, and now Allah took his life, and this clearly proves that Islam is true. But no, here we see very clearly that Allah doesn't care in the moment. He doesn't care. He can't do anything because Islam is false.
And you know what's interesting? There are people who never pay any attention to what's actually going on, right? Like, what if AP were just randomly going around taking books and ripping them up, I would say, okay, that's silly. Even if you were like, oh, I disagree with Islam, therefore I'm going to rip up the book, I would think that's silly. This is your dawah. These are your dawah guys, ladies and gentlemen, saying that the test that confirms that your religion is true is that Allah punishes people who desecrate his books.
Yeah, I'm not doing anything weird. I'm not
Yeah.
provoking. I'm not doing
Yeah.
anything. I'm just responding to what's being propagated by the Muslim.
Yeah,
Brotherhood.
that's the point. They're the ones who are putting this forward as a test, right? It's like a few years ago when Muslims said, as their new evidence.
I mean, you know, I think this guy, Apostle Prophet, he enjoy ripping pages. What? Did you see his face? This guy is just having fun, like page. That's it, man. Come on, what are you doing? You keep going and going and going. I mean, I guess he is waiting for Allah. See, I told you, he don't want Allah to stop collecting the Quran, because if he stop, Allah will punish him. So he keep, you know, and you will notice that he's looking down at the table because Allah is under the table. So he ripped the page, he throw, when Allah he rip or get one, he rip the second one. So Allah can keep be busy. Very evil person, very evil, you know.
Evidence that Islam is true. A cat will not walk on the Quran. What did I do? It's never crossed my mind to make a cat walk on the Quran, but I put a Quran down in front of a cat. The cat walked all over it. Then they flip out on me. Why are you dishonoring the Quran? But you guys made this the test. You did. You said this is confirmation a cat will not walk on the Quran. I did the test that you said was the test that was verified.
You know, I think this Apostle Prophet, he is enjoying the sound of ripping the Quran. He put it next to his ear, you know, and you can like you can feel like he is really enjoying the sound, not only the scenery. You know, look at his face effect, brother.
That Islam is true. So now you've got Muhammad Hijab. You see, the Quran died. Ha ha! Donate to us. So what's the test? If you desecrate the Quran, here's what's going to happen to you. And AP just put it to the test. Muhammad put his revelations to the test 14 centuries ago. He said, if I'm a false prophet, here's what will happen. And then exactly what he
Look
said.
at him. I mean, the more he rip it, the more happy he is. He feels so good. He should feel the opposite. Allah should like make him feel upset, something. It looked like, you know, it's like a therapy or something. Like, you know, you have a stress or something, like, you know, and then you rip the Quran, you feel better. Maybe you should try it, all of us. I feel jealous now from this guy. I mean, look at his face. He feels so comfortable, so happy. Where is the punishment of the grave? And where is the torture? And where is the, you know, I mean, the guy, he looks so nice. Look, he's happy, relaxed. He enjoy it. I don't know. I think, I don't know which one costs more money, aspirin or the Quran. Look like if you rip the Quran, especially if you do it like him, you know, I try to do it like him. Put it next to your left ear, not right ear, you know. Yeah, maybe the left one, I don't know. So and then like rip it and like try to listen like the sound of ripping the Quran. It sounds like, you know, anyway, he continued ripping the Quran and Allah did nothing at the end, just to let you the bad news. But what got my attention today, that this video started speaking about someone, he called himself what do you call himself? Idawa something?
Is like he's still denying it. Like
Yeah.
Muslims are still denying stuff. Not all of them. I mean, obviously people have called him out. His own wife called him out and so on. But I've seen just Muslims in the comments and so on. No, yes, it's all false. It's all false.
Yeah. So I want to quickly get into what the wife shared before then moving on to watching a few clips here. So I want to share this once again. This GoFundMe fundraiser is called Help for Jasmine Downing, and I mean, this is she explains what exactly happened to you. You can I shared the link in the chat. It is pinned. You can go there and support her if you want to. I will quickly read what she had to say.
You see how nice Apostle Prophet, they are supporting a Muslim woman who her husband now in jail. But why he's in jail? And I found out that this guy, he spoke against me in his video, and he claimed that he called me many times. He called me many time. I mean, even Fakira, she have access to my Skype, but he don't. He called me many times, but I did not take his call. I just found out today. I never heard of this guy before. I never saw him, you know. But when they mention him, I search his name in YouTube, in Google, and the first thing came to in my face. This guy, I forgot his name. This is what they will say now, versus a Christian Prince.
Okay. And this fundraiser was
EA Dawa. EA Dawa. Let me do this. Hold on. Imagine this EA Dawa is molesting his own child. I don't know if he raped or not. I search his name in Google, and the first thing come to my face, Idawa Khalil or Khalilua versus a Christian Prince. So I said, okay, look like this guy, he debated me before, you know. So I click at the video. He never spoke to me. He claimed in the video that he called me many times and I refused to take his call. And he was saying to the person speaking to him, well, if your Christian Prince is not a coward, here we go, we have a link, he can call me. However, this guy who he claimed that he is a sheikh, he is now going to serve long time in jail after his wife, she discovered that he is doing something very bad to his children. Let's go back to the video here.
A minor made a claim. A minor made a claim that you committed sexual battery on him, and that you had unlawful sexual misconduct. Unlawful sexual conduct.
He wants to clarify it's a her.
And you're saying because of those claims you got indicted just because of what one minor said.
Sydney, hold on. This tells me how ignorant you are on this. It was never a him that made any claims. Let's go back to Washington, because you like to keep bringing that up. There was a case in Washington.
He wants to clarify that he's not gay.
Yeah, and then he wants to go back to a different issue. But here he is clearly pressed on the issue, and he's clearly saying that he didn't do anything wrong. None of this is true. It's just a minor who made a claim, and of course that should be taken seriously, but the claim is wrong and it never happened. But then he goes to court and basically accepts a deal and pleads guilty to specifically that charge, together with a regular sexual battery.
Do you think of a person, a man, he is not guilty, he will plead guilty? Why you want to do that? They will lower how many years in jail? So you sacrifice your honor and everything you stand for, and you agree you commit the crime when you did not? So he plead guilty, which means he admit he did it. They have a lot of evidence against him, and there's no way his own child. You see, this is not the child of the neighbor. This is not the child of you know, somebody, your enemy accuse you, maybe train the child. This is his child. Why his own child would do that? And then they sentence him for how many years?
To me, and he drew my attention to this. I knew of the fact that he had a court case and that he pled guilty in the past, but I didn't know that the conviction happened. So this happened, and somebody sent it to me immediately. This is a public record which you can look up. Ohio Butler County Court of Common Pleas, and here it says after quite a few details, The defendant is classified as a Tier 3 sex offender and was given an explanation of his duties as a Tier 3 sex offender. The court finds that the defendant has been found guilty of sexual battery as to count 1, a violation of revised code section so-and-so, a third-degree felony. With respect to this count, the defendant is hereby sentenced to prison for a period of 48 months, which is 4 years. And there is no maximum. It's just straight 48 months. Sexual battery. This is the second one that he's guilty of. Sexual battery as to count 5, a violation of revised code so-and-so, a second-degree felony. And this one here is the sexual battery. I don't know why my mouse is going crazy here. But this one here is the sexual battery against a minor. And with respect to this count, the defendant is hereby sentenced to an indefinite mandatory prison term of a minimum of 8 years to a maximum of 12 years.
Oh, that's actually, I mean, I don't know where are they? It says, did it say Ohio? I don't know.
Yeah, it's Ohio.
I don't know what the specifics are in Ohio, but yeah, just based on this, that's at least 12 years because it says consecutive, but you have consecutive or concurrent. You could get like 5 sentences and they could say we're running them concurrent, meaning you serve your time for each one of them at the same time. So if you got 2 years on one and 2 years on another, it's still just 2 years. If they say consecutive, that means you serve one sentence and then you serve the next sentence after that. So if it's 48 months, so that's 4 years plus another 8 to 12, that's actually 12 to 16 years. But sometimes, you know, that I don't know what the specifics are in Ohio as far as parole or I don't know.
Yeah, so that's what the limit here is. So it's 48 months in prison, definitely. After fulfilling the 48 months, he has to serve another minimum of 8 years. So that's a minimum of 12. But that is also with a maximum of 12 years. So I'm not sure how the details of that exactly work out, but he will be serving a minimum of 12 years and up to 16 years. And I guess everything can change later on with his behavior and follow-up details, lots of stuff that happened during his prison time. But yeah, so this is what he has been sentenced with. I was a little bit shocked when I saw this because I thought, I don't know, maybe there's something else going on here. Maybe I don't know.
And you know, before he pleaded guilty, you would think, okay.
Anyway, but this is how they are. You know, they claim to be something. I mean, who is going to convert to Islam real unless you have a mental illness? And you find that Muhammad make you feel comfortable to be a child molester. So this guy, he go and he have sex with his own, I don't know if this is his child or somebody saying this is stepchild. But this is what Muhammad did. Muhammad, he had sex with his own son wife. Your daughter-in-law is the same as your daughter. Normal people will not like Islam in any way, in any mean. It is evil, it is disgusting, it's inhumane. If one of us, he is a Christian or even he is a priest, and he is a child molester, he will be condemned by the society and by God. The Messiah said, it's better for you to put a milestone in your neck and throw yourself in the deep ocean from hurting the little one. Way better than you to do that yourself in the eyes of God, in the eyes of the Messiah. If you put a milestone and throw yourself in the deep ocean before you do such an act, this is how evil this act is. In their religion, if you do that, you are following the steps of Muhammad. You are a good man. In fact, you are the best example. Somebody saying that in jail now he will be protected by Muslims. My friend, in jail, nobody can protect anybody because Muslims themselves, they are going to go all over you. I mean, the jail have many gangs. There is, you know, all kind of groups. So Muslim protect somebody, that is not going to work. Because in jail, you cannot be always with your group. Somebody will take advantage of you one day when you are alone. And when you are a child molester, somebody will be so angry from you. Because, let me tell you, even the criminals, even the worst of them, they will not accept to associate with someone who is a child pedophile. Even the worst criminals, they have a better ethic than such a pedophile. Anyway, but this is who they are. Do you remember the guy from Malaysia? The guy who make articles and he wanna kill I mean this and that, and he have a knife in his hand, you know? Anyone remember him? The Malaysian police, and they are Muslims, they come to his house, they track him through the internet, and they found him posting and collecting and reposting kids' pornography. But this guy is a very well-known Muslim sheikh. He have a big website refuting the Christians, supposedly. So in one hand, he is refuting the Christians. In the other hand, he is collecting little girls and boys, naked pictures and videos. Just to show you an example of how the Muhammadan are following the devil. This guy, his name is Hassan Noor. He keep coming here. Hassan Noor, he keeps saying to us the same sentence each time he come. We give him the same answer. Chapter 5, verse 14. Allah, he said he will spread hatred and enmity. Hassan Noor come tomorrow. He will say to us, you people seem to have to hate, not to love. I will say to him again, hey, isn't it the Quran says Allah, he spread the hatred between the Christians? Huh? And now he is saying, look, just to show you how Muslims are satanic people. Hassan Noor saying, aren't you people saying that Jesus will torture millions in hellfire? Is that love? Well, isn't it your Quran says Allah will insert a chain in your anus in the hellfire and he will make you barbecue? You will notice now that Hassan Noor, he will act as if he heard nothing I said. Hassan Noor, is it your God who said he will insert in your anus a chain and he will take the end of it or the other end of it from your nose? And each ring of the chain have more than all the iron in the world? Are you there, Hassan Noor? Now Hassan Noor, he will play deaf and blind. He did not see. Is it love? Jesus will torture billions in hellfire forever. Is that love? Hassan Noor, after I mentioned to him that Allah will insert in his anus a chain, he said, I am not listening anymore. Today, goodbye. Well, Hassan Noor, not only today, you will not listen to me. You will not listen to me no more, because in your anus, there's a big chain from now on. And here we go. Let me put it in you. Hide this user. Don't come here again, drama boy. Is this love? A Muslim speaking about love. Who? A Muhammadan, who all their prayer and speeches is nothing but cursing non-Muslims. A little Abdul, who drink camel urine and kiss a black stone, and he curse Christian, Jews, Hindu, Buddhas, atheists. He come to us to teach us love. Isn't that hilarious? And the second we start showing him what is in his book, he want to leave. He don't want to talk about it. I'm not going to listen to you, okay? He solved the problem. He chose to be deaf. He will come tomorrow, but now I blocked his name, so I have to change his, you know, he come with different account in YouTube, in Google. So this guy, he was talking about me, claiming that he called me many times, this pedophile, and I did not take his call because he is scary. I mean, he is scary to the point I never heard of him. I am the one who called Mimi Hijab and he hung up on me, the coward. I challenge all of you. I am the one who have my Skype always open. Anyway, so they arrested this guy and now he will serve up to 16 years, between 16, 4 plus 15. That might be even like 18, 19 years. If he is still alive when he leaves the jail. But you know, we cannot judge Islam by such a person, but we can judge Islam by Muhammad. Do we agree? You know, I can be a person who claims to be Christian and I might be the opposite of everything I say. What does this have to do with Jesus? Nothing. Correct? We will say, okay, we will do the same to this guy. He is a pedophile. This is what he did. But in Islam, the story is different because Muhammad did that too. Me, myself, I refuse to judge any belief based on the behavior of those who claim to belong to it. Because there is many people, they are by name, Christians or Jews or Hindus or whatever, by name. But then we can judge the founder of that cult. If that cult teach them to do what they are doing, then we can judge what they are doing. Because now they are doing what they are doing because of the teaching they receive. Right? Here in USA, when you go to jail for molestation, a child, you will be raped or killed. Okay. Well, he will enjoy it, I'm sure. He would do dawah when they are doing it to him, you know. He will do dawah. Yeah. Do we have any Muhammadan want to say anything after today? I mean, the examination of Allah. The guy, he did rip the Quran. The guy next to him, he ate the Quran. The Muslim, they keep challenging us. And look, he's drinking Pepsi now. I mean, look, this guy, he ripped the Quran. And what he is doing? Drinking Pepsi. Pepsi. Aren't you ashamed? Drink something halal. And look, he is laughing. He is ripping the Quran and he is laughing. Guess what? This guy, he will not wake up tomorrow. In the morning, you will find him dying holding his stick. I mean the stick which is the microphone of Mimi Hijab. You know, when I look at this picture of Mimi Hijab, the first thing I notice is that microphone. I mean, this microphone is so thin and long. Have you ever heard or saw a microphone like this? I mean, from all the microphone in the world, why the pink boy, he chosen such a microphone? Are you trying to tell us something? And not only that, he have another microphone in his pinky t-shirt. So why you are holding this microphone in your hand? Huh? I've been in the internet for a century. I never saw a microphone like this. And if I want to shop for a microphone, I will never buy such a stick like this. It's stupid, it's annoying, and it's weird. And he is holding it with his hand. And he is wearing pink. So why you have the mic in your t-shirt? What is that mic for? Isn't it one mic is enough? The long microphone will make it better. Size does matter, but it's thin. I mean, it should get something thicker. Don't you think this is very thin? I don't know, it sounds fishy for me. Don't take me wrong. I'm talking about maybe he cleaned his nose with it. I mean, the guy is wearing pink. He have tons of t-shirts wearing pinks. So this guy, opposite the Prophet, today he ripped the Quran and he drank Pepsi Cola. I was expecting Allah to make him like unable to swallow the Pepsi Cola. Nothing happened. Then I said to myself, maybe Allah, before the end of the program, Allah will do something to him. Nothing happened.
About all of this, and we are wrong. Allah should strike me dead, make me fall to my death right here, make me unconscious, before I am able to rip one page of this Quran. If Allah is true, if Islam is true, if I am lying, if I'm wrong, Allah should prevent me right now from ripping this Quran.
Right now, not punish AP 70 years from now.
Yeah.
Look what David Wood he do. Always he speak like this, you know, because he is not honest. Look, he say not. You see, an honest person, he say not right once right away. Not. I mean, always he say that. We have to study the personality, brother. So the challenge is not real. If they are really challenged, they should bring Greek Quran, not the Hindu Quran. And David Wood, he should not say not. You know, should only one not. I mean, why you are saying not? Huh? Trinity. Not. You are driving them, you know, Allah not. May Allah not you.
About all of this, and we are wrong. Allah should strike me dead, make me fall to my death right here, make me unconscious, before I am able to rip one page of this Quran. If Allah is true, if Islam is true, if I am lying, if I'm wrong, Allah should prevent me right now from ripping this Quran.
Right now, not punish AP 70 years from now.
Yeah, not when I'm 95 years old.
When he's an old, shriveled up old man.
Not when I'm 95 years old and I can barely function by myself. No, right now, prevent me from ripping up this Quran. Too late, see?
You went back. You went.
See? What does this prove, David? What does it look?
I don't know what you're doing, man.
Allah, come on.
What is that to prove? That to prove that the Quran is made of papers. Hello? What are you trying to prove to us? And Allah will punish you. Just wait. First of all, I noticed that there is a pimple next to your nose. Did you ask yourself, this pimple happened for what? Because Allah, He knew you are going to rip the Quran. So Allah, He made the pimple next to your nose. Tomorrow morning, you will find another pimple in the other side of your nose. For Allah now, He chooses to punish you by pimples. Allah is the God of pimpling. In fact, all the pimples in the world, people have it because Allah, He punished them. As an example, there's a guy, he made fun of the Prophet's statement about using the miswak. So he put the miswak in his anus. Guess what? Allah, He made a pimple grow inside him, and then He gave birth to a rat have an ass of a rabbit after 7 months. And then he died. So now you have a pimple in your nose. 7 months from now, a rabbit will come from your nose, and Allah will punish you, and you know, the pimple will prove everything to be true. Okay? If you don't believe me, zoom in the picture, you will see the guy have a pimple. Why have a pimple? I don't insult Islam at all. I don't have a pimple. Only people who insult the Prophet, they have pimple. I never saw a person who do insult the Prophet, he don't have a pimple. In fact, even David Wood, he have a pimple. It's under the headset. That's why he's covering the headset. This headset, not to hear with it, is just to cover the big pimple. He have a big pimple there, behind his ears. The last time, actually, you know, David Wood, he made an ID. The police, they add a remark, like a personal remark. Like if you have a mole in your body, a tattoo. So what they did, pimple behind the ear. So if you think you are not being punished, immediately, you are big time mistaken. Continue.
There it goes.
Where'd my popcorn go?
Allah, Allah, are you there, Allah? Dear Allah, are you there? No. There you go.
It's me, apostate prophet. Now, but by the way, because I mean, we've talked before about
this clearly proves that Islam is false. This is clear evidence.
That's the test. That's the test that is being encouraged. Notice, if you challenge Allah, he's going to refute your challenge and destroy you in front of everyone.
And see,
he hasn't.
He has just destroyed himself. We have just destroyed Allah. But look, he's not doing anything. He's not doing anything. No, what will he do? He will wait until I'm 95 years old, and then there will be a YouTube Dawa channel in the weird futuristic metaverse where some Dawa guy, when there are no more Muslims left in the world because they have all left Islam.
Guys, I heard the news that a Christian prince, he died laughing at the Quran. And I think this is how Allah, he punished him, for he was laughing at the Quran, so he died laughing. And right now, I am not me, and me is not talking to you about, to me. So, yes, it's true. Allah, he punish whoever speak wrong about the Quran or the Prophet, and Allah, he is all punishable. Okay, I remember once I was playing basketball, and then I said, like, I want to throw the ball. I said, oh Allah, and I throw the ball, and then the ball hit the basketball thing, and then there is a nail, and the nail go inside the ball and have a hole in it. How you can explain that to me? Allah, he punished me. He put a nail in my ball. My ball died. I'm still alive. Allah gave me a warning, saying to me, this time the ball, next time it's you. Next time I was playing basketball again, but I changed the tactic. I'm not using a ball which the one you can inflate with air. I decide to put eggs inside it. In other way, I was using an egg. So I throw the egg in the basketball square. Allah was waiting there. He wanted to prove me that he can punish me. I hit him with the egg. He did not get it. He thought he broke the egg to prove me that he is punishing me. He did not know I was throwing eggs at him. In purpose. I remember when I was a teenager in school, we have a teacher. He's a nice teacher, actually. This teacher, he want to teach us how to be tough. He's always like this. He's a nice guy, but I want to have fun with him. So he take us to the yard in the school and let us eat a breakfast together. So everyone he brought with him, he told us, bring with you, every one of you, 2 eggs tomorrow. So we brought with us 2 eggs. And now the teacher, he want to teach us how to be tough if we do camping. Don't be like the girls. Hold the egg and hit it with your head. I replaced the egg in the front of the teacher who they are boiled with the eggs I brought with me who they are not boiled. The teacher, he hold the eggs and he hit his head with the 2 eggs in the front of him. And you should see what happened to his face. Try to be tough. I hold the eggs, I took it from him, and I said, sorry, let us do it, come on, here we go. And I had the egg in my head, I broke it. He took the eggs, both of them together. He said, both of them, come on, you do not one alone. He took the 2 and he hit his forehead with the 2 raw eggs, and all the eggs smashed in his face. Oh boy. Anyway, I was fired for a few days, but not a big deal. At least we have fun. So anyway, this guy now, he's trying to do the same to Allah. He bring 2 eggs and he say to Allah, can you break the eggs in my forehead? Hello. Allah, he learned from me that he cannot fail for the same trap twice. So he will not do that to you. So you challenge him. That's why he did not do anything. He knew there is something fishy behind it. That's why Allah is not going to punish you. He knew that there is like a trick.
Will pathetically say, hey, many decades ago, this guy was a YouTuber and he said terrible things and now Allah took his life and this clearly proves that Islam is true. But no, here we see very clearly. Here we see very clearly that Allah doesn't care in the moment. He doesn't care. He can't do anything because Islam is for us.
And you know it's interesting. There are people who never pay any attention to what's actually going on, right? Like what if AP were just randomly going around taking books and ripping them up, I would say, okay, that's silly. Even if you were like, oh, I disagree with Islam, therefore I'm going to rip up the book, I would think that's silly. This is your dawah. These are your dawah guys, ladies and gentlemen, saying that the test that confirms that your religion is true is that Allah punishes people who desecrate his books.
Yeah, I'm not doing anything weird. I'm not provoking. I'm not doing anything. I'm just responding to what's being propagated by the Muslims.
Yeah, that's the point. They're the ones who are putting this forward as a test, right? It's like a few years ago when Muslims said, as their new evidence that Islam is true, a cat will not walk on the Quran. What did I do? It's never crossed my mind to make a cat walk on the Quran, but I put a Quran down in front of a cat. The cat walked all over it. Then they flip out on me. Why are you dishonoring the Quran?
So Muhammadan, I advise you not to trigger people and not to threaten them and not to challenge them to respect the Quran, because it's going to do the opposite. You are being stupid. You are literally being stupid. If somebody now, he wanna do the same to the Bible, so do it. Who care? Only stupid mental people will make a noise about it. It's a book, it's a printed, and if there is God, he is the one who will take care of his book. None of my business. But when you challenge people and you say to them that if you do that, if you do this, we will punish you, Allah will punish you, people laugh at you and they do the opposite. How come those atheists, or anyway, I don't see people burning the book of the Hindus. They have many books. The Buddhists, they don't do that. Because the only stupid one who tried to do the method of intimidation is the Muhammadan. Your intimidation, it might work with somebody. But not with everybody. There is some people, when you try to intimidate them, they do the opposite. Totally the opposite. Actually, they do way more than when they used to do. Because now you trigger them. As an example, David Wood, the Muslim, they start posting about his wife, bullying his wife. What David Wood did, if you don't stop your faith, I'm going to do the following. I will eat the Quran, I will do whatever in the Quran every day. And he did. It's your bully, it's your stupidity who make people do that. Otherwise, we are here to debate Islam, not to rip the Quran. Who care about the stupid book? I have a Quran. I'm not going to rip it. I will use it as an evidence to laugh at Muhammad, to laugh at Allah, and to help the Muslims to leave the garbage of Muhammad. Anyone have a comment or a question? Any Muhammadan have a comment? Is your threat Muslims working? Like when you threat people, if they do that, is it working for your benefit? Did you really scare people? Do we sound like we are scared of what your threat us with? Trust me, if your threat will work, I will not be there. I will not even speak about your prophet. But obviously, your threat have no value for us. If we die, we die. For God, He created us. From the day we are born, we will die anyway. How we die, it doesn't matter. But a true free man, he live free and he die free. A coward who submit to Allah is a coward man. He don't want to be free. He never lived, therefore he will never die. Because a person who never have a freedom, he never was alive. Never, ever been alive. For life without a freedom is not life. Free men will never surrender to the filthy Muhammad. For a very simple reason. For they are free men and women. Only cowards who fear terrorism, who worship living even as slaves, those are the one who will submit and surrender to Muhammad. And then after you surrender, what is the meaning of life? Nothing. You are just a goat. You practice what you don't believe. You pray to who you don't worship. You dress to people who have nothing to do with you, not even from your culture or your nation. You change your name to a language have nothing to do with you. You pray in a language have nothing to do with you. And you see, we are the Arab Christians and we don't. Arabic is our language. But we will never surrender. After 1400 years of occupation of the Islamic terrorism, still we are there. And we will never give our freedom and our faith to the devil Muhammad. Do we have any Muhammadan have any comment? Anyone? Any Muhammadan have a comment about apostate prophet ripping the Quran, David Wood eating the Quran? And I guess you know what will happen now, that apostate prophet, after he ripped the pages, David Wood will ask him secretly to send the pages, and so David Wood will make a salad out of it. I mean, we know what this guy is capable of. He liked to eat the Quran.
You guys made this the test. You did. You said this is confirmation a cat will not walk on the Quran. I did the test that you said was the test that would verify that Islam is true. So now you've got Muhammad Hijab. You see, the Quran died. Ha ha! Donate now. Donate to us. So what's the test? If you desecrate the Quran, here's what's going to happen to you.
Actually, I think that David Wood and the opposite prophet, they did a conspiracy. Like, you know what? You read the Quran, you send me the pages, I eat them. You know, I don't think that this is like a coincidence. Like, okay, he read the Quran, and then David Wood, like, he's acting like he is not like feeling hungry or like, you know, like you notice that he is not even trying to touch his lips with his tongue. He don't want to show us that he is really, you know, the pages, you know, come on. So he's acting as if he is not, and you will notice he is not even looking at the apostate prophet because he don't want to show that he is being tempted with the papers, especially they are Quran papers, you know. So like he's looking everywhere except like apostate prophet is ripping the Quran. You know, we have to study the body language. Come on. So study with me the body language. Look, he is looking at his camera, but he's not looking at his screen. Because in the screen, he will see opposite prophet ripping the Quran, and then his tongue, like when he is unconscious tongue will move and touch his lips, hungry, you know. So he's trying to avoid the temptation of seeing the papers of the Quran being ripped, so he will not show us what he will do next. But we know what will happen. And I challenge opposite prophet to show us those papers he ripped, to prove to us that he did not give them to David Wood to make salad out of them. I bet you David Wood right now is making salad of the Quran. I don't know. They live. Do they live in the same city? I'm not sure. It might take time. Now there is no way they can send him the pages right away, you know. So he will send it to him by FedEx or something. Okay. I hope he will receive it soon, fresh. You don't want to receive the Quran like outdated.
And AP just
expired.
Muhammad put his revelations to the test 14 centuries ago. He said, if I'm a false prophet, here's what will happen. And then exactly what he said happened. Yeah. AP just put it to the test and said he's going to drop dead right now before he does it. And lo and behold, nothing happened. He's fine.
I'm just fine. Allah doesn't care.
What is the proof that he is fine? Maybe Allah made him look fine, but he is not fine. Maybe he is dead, but Allah made him now in front of the camera. Remember, Allah, he made someone look like Jesus in the cross. So maybe now Allah already, he made someone look like apostate prophet, and he punished the real one. So he put the fake one in the front of the camera to continue what he's doing. But in reality, the real one is being kidnapped by Allah and punished by Allah or replaced by Allah. And it appeared to us that apostate prophet, nothing happened to him. If Allah did that to Isa, he can do that to apostate prophet. If the shaitan, who his name is Abiyad, he came to Muhammad in the image of Jibreel, and Muhammad did not notice that this is not the angel, what is the guarantee that the one we see right now in the screen is apostate prophet? As you see, everybody can clone everybody. Allah, he cloned Jesus. Shaitan, he cloned Jibreel. Jibreel, he cloned Dahya al-Kalbi, the boyfriend of Muhammad. Everybody is cloning everybody these days. Do you know the story of Solomon? Solomon, he have a ring. One day, Solomon, he went to the bathroom. Because this is the ring of Allah, he cannot take the ring to the bathroom with him. So he gave his ring to his wife, Al-Jarada, which means the loctus, because she looked like a loctus. Shaitan, he came in the look of Solomon. He cloned Solomon. He told his wife, I'm done with the bathroom, give me the ring. He took the ring, he became the king. So as you see, Shaitan cloned Solomon. Jibreel cloned Dahya al-Kalbi. Allah cloned Isa. David Wood is a cloning apostate prophet. Apostate prophet, in fact, let me tell you the truth. The one in the right is David Wood, and the one in the left is apostate prophet. However, if you look, you might think that the one in the left is David Wood, and the one in the right is apostate prophet. But what is the guarantee that Allah did not switch them, and now he cloned David Wood, he made him apostate prophet, and apostate prophet became David Wood. And this is how Allah, he punished them. So now both of them, they think nothing happened. But in reality, now this guy, he will go to his house, his bedroom, apostate prophet. He will go to wear his pajama. He will find that his pajama is so long. Because this is the pajama which doesn't fit with him. And same will happen to David Wood. David Wood, the real David Wood, he will go, actually no, this is a real David Wood, will go to opposite prophet pajama, and he will find himself, the pajama is so short or so long. So we know already Allah punished them. It's true. Allah always punish people by cloning them. In fact, if there is any proof that I am me, myself, talking to you, it's not Allah, he cloned me. Let me make it simple for you. How many times you heard me saying the following? Brother and sister, this Christian Prince, he's talking to you and he's lying to you. Okay, hold on. Who's talking now? Zakir Naik. Okay. Who's talking now? Christian Prince. Who's talking a second ago? Christian Prince. I threatened you, and you are a liar, and I'm going to get you busted. Zakir Naik. See? Allah, he cloned me and make me Zakir Naik. And Allah makes Zakir Naik me. Very simple. So sometime I think of myself as Zakir Naik. Sometime I think of myself as me. So in reality, me is not me, and he is not he. For he is me and I am he. So which one is one? Think about it. I'm sure you understand, don't you? It's so easy and so clear. Christian Prince, I challenge you, if you answer this question, I will give you 5 BMW. Show me where in the Bible it says Christ, he said, I'm Christian. Here we go. I became Indonesian sheikh now. I'm telling you, Allah is all capable. He make me, not me, and make him, not him. So me is him, and I mean, I'm all over the place. And you are telling me that Allah is not all mighty? Now, opposite prophet, he will go to his bedroom and he will saw a woman he never saw before there. What the heck was she? What the heck? Why my wife look different? David Wood, because now Allah, he punished them both and he exchanged them, you know, like he cloned them. He will go to his, you know, and he will find different women there. Who are you? And David Wood, who is originally he is opposite prophet, he will start speaking Turkish. He will say to his wife, Aman Rabbi Aman. His wife, she will say, what's wrong with you? What? What Aman Rabbi Aman? What are you talking about? My husband is speaking Turkish. Because Allah now, he punished them. He made David Wood opposite prophet, and apostate prophet is David Wood. From now on, I warn you, you have to be careful. So when you go to watch a video of David Wood, in reality, you are watching opposite prophet. And if you go to opposite prophet, you are watching David Wood. It's true. The same Allah, he copied Jesus, he cloned Muhammad, he cloned Dahya al-Kalbi, he cloned the angel Jibreel, and Shaitan he cloned, and Sulaiman being cloned. I mean, everybody is cloning everybody. We cannot trust anybody no more. I want all the ladies right now to look at your husband. Look at him. What is the proof that your husband is not a clone of somebody? Do you have any proof? Let us think right now how many female they are looking at their husband as we speak. If there is any evidence that the husband is next to you, is really your husband not a clone? No. No. In fact, most of women, they say, my husband changed since we get married. Do you know why? Because Allah cloned him. Hello. You have the clone. And when you fight with him, you call him a clown. Is that ringing the bell? Isn't it? He cloned him, he become a clown. Makes sense? Sadhguru. This is what Sadhguru he do with the people there, you know. And those fool people, they whatever he say, they take it seriously. Let us be honest. And then the same for men. How many of you can guarantee that your wife is your wife, not a clone? Can you? You married her one day, she was very skinny. 10 months after, she is so big. What happened? Is that the vitamin? Or Allah replaced her in the dressing room in Macy's? She go inside the dress room skinny, she come from the dress room not as skinny. Can you explain that to me? You cannot. This is the proof of Allah's existence. Allah cloned everybody. I'm telling you, all those are scientifically true evidence, proven scientifically from the Quran. Exactly. And the only one who can explain those things to you, or maybe the best to explain it, is Joe Biden. You know the thing. Anyone have an objection for the big bag the big bag theory? There is somebody want refund. Refund for what? This guy, he think he's in the movie. He paid for the ticket. He wants refund. You want refund for your husband or your wife? Well, I did not tell you the rest of the story. Allah, he cloned and there's no return policy. You can just get 4 of them, you know. There's no return. What do you know? You divorce her 3 times, she have to go and sleep with different one. However, how we know now that you are sleeping with different one, not a clone? No, I did not say the Big Bang theory. I said the big bag theory. It's a big bag. Allah have a lot of a clone in the bag. It's like Santa Claus. You don't know what is there. Allah clone everybody. Nobody knows who is he and who is she. It's like the Democrat. They do not know what is a woman. Like, what is a woman? That is the hardest question. Actually, it's impossible to explain. I agree. I have definition for a woman, by the way. I mean, I don't want to be rude. A woman is someone drive her crazy. A woman is somebody make your credit card go to 0. A woman is someone take your money and spend it a lot in makeup. Women is someone, you know, you have to call her honey, otherwise she will make you eat poo-poo. A woman is someone, she have a mother, she bring her always to your home, and you have to make her mother happy, otherwise she will make you unhappy. I mean, I can give you a lot of definition of women. However, there's no proof that woman is a woman, because maybe Allah, he cloned the man and he make him a woman. Prove me wrong. If you don't believe me, go and join the Democrat Party in USA. You will have no idea who is the male and who is the female in that party. It's not even allowed to ask that question. Haram, forbidden, against the rules of the party. What is a woman? Do we have any Muhammadan here? You want the music? Well, you know what? YouTube contact me for copyright in music, and I said to them, I cloned the music. They said, you cannot do that. I mean, everybody is cloning everybody. How come I can't clone it? I mean, do you see the hypocrisy? They bring a man, he clone a woman, he wear a wig, he put some lipstick, he's okay. I clone little music, they say copyright. Can you believe the hypocrisy? Everything they do is a clone. A man wearing high heels. What are you doing? I'm wearing high heels. But you are a man. Don't insult me. What the heck? Shafrinidza. Do we have any Muhammadan? It's already Sunday. And it's Easter Day. It's fun, isn't it? If we go live tomorrow, which is today already, maybe we'll take calls from Christians. No Muslim worthy or smart enough to outsmart Christian Prince. My friend, your sentence make me dizzy. Is that a quotation or something? First of all, you are wrong. Muslims are very smart to the point they don't want to outsmart Christian Prince. They like to insmart Christian Prince. I will explain that to you. If you outsmart Christian Prince, that will prove that Christian Prince is smart. You are just doing outsmart, and that is not for the beneficiary of Islam. So what the Muslims do? They played dumb, so the smart Christian Prince will not look smart because now they are not outsmartering him. Therefore, they won in either way. All right? Maybe women should be able to call? Okay, well, hold on. What do you mean maybe women should be able to call? Okay, how we can now know who is a woman to call? If I say right now, women, they can call me, and the Democratic Party are listening to me. How many of them are women? Are you kidding me? First of all, according to the Democratic Party, you should not say the word women or female. It's disrespect. You disrespect. Why you are saying a female? What we should say? Okay, what? I'm sorry. I apologize. I will not say female. There's a commercial on YouTube. It says, "Don't say a female producer. Say a producer." What? Okay. What is the problem if I say female producer? How that is a problem? I mean, stupidity sometimes is beyond stupidity. My mother is a female. What's wrong with that? Isn't it the Bible says that God created man and women even, equal? This is our book, which written thousands of years ago. Before you speak of human rights, even idiots. You don't respect women by saying they are not women. You don't respect women by saying they are not females. Actually, it's the opposite if you do. When you say the word women, then a man, he have to treat them differently. He have to treat them gently. He have to treat them in respect. He have to favor them in his seat if you want to sit. He have to favor them if he is standing. He have to favor them in everything he do. Women is not a bad or insult. Only for the foolish one, it is. Have you ever heard of a man don't respect Mary? the mother of Jesus? Who is better than her? If there is a man in this earth better than Mary, who God himself, he chose to come through her. He did not choose to come through any man. He's a son of no man. He's a son of Mary. So those fools, they try to manipulate and try to change and try to fool many women, make them believe that when they say they are a woman, that is an insult. When they say you are a female, that is an insult. And when they speak about rights, it doesn't matter how much law you change. Right will not be given unless you change the way yourself look at yourself and you see others. If you don't teach your children that when you see female in the bus, you stand up and you give her your seat, a woman is not respected. In fact, what they are doing is the opposite. You say now you are the same as the man, so stand up. A woman, she is carrying a child. I don't care. She is equal to the man. Why I want to sit down? Why I want to give her my seat? This is what they are trying to teach you. They are trying to teach you the opposite, so that will lead us not to disrespect our parents, our mother, our sister, our wife, our daughter. In Christianity, we do the opposite. You are in the bus, you are in the train, it's busy, you give your seat to an older woman before the younger woman. And number one reason you give it to her, because she is a woman. This is number one reason. Number two reason, she's older. Number three, you're showing respect by doing that. So don't let those people fool you by what they say. You have rights with the Christ. You have no right with the atheist, with the liberals. They are trying to make you a man. And this is nothing but a disrespect to you. They are trying to change your gender against your will by just a change in title. But you did not change. There's no law can force respect. Respect is something you earn. And individual should earn respect regardless if they are being male or female. I don't respect Biden. He's a man. I don't respect him. It's not because of his gender. There is many females. I respect them highly. And they are females. Don't let those foolish people fool you and play with your mind. And always try to have a conversation with your children so they will not be brainwashed. Don't depend on schools to teach your children ethic, because schools these days are pervert schools. Most of the teachers, they are even afraid, if they are conservative, to say what they believe. A man, he respects a woman because he believes in respect, not because somebody can force him. Otherwise, you cannot force respect in anyone. A woman, she will respect a man because she believes in respecting the man, not because you are forcing respect. Even if you are an evil man and you beat your wife, she will never respect you. Because beating her does not make respect. It creates the opposite. So what I'm trying to say, that being gentle, being kind, being loving, being giving, being useful, being faithful, is what make respect for both male and female. It's not law, is not the police, is not a judge, is not even a society or community. It is you within you. If you respect yourself and you want people to respect you, so earn the respect by treating people nicely and kindly, regardless of their gender. Treat the women as a princess, so she would treat you as a king. You treat her as a trash, she would treat you as a garbage. You will get what you ask for. From their fruits you shall know them. A true man is the one who serves his house. The Lord said, if you cannot be a servant, you cannot be a master. So the master is not the one who shouts at people and give commands only, to correct them maybe. Is the one who serves. So before you be able to shout, so they can listen to you, you have to show them that you love them and you serve them. And then they will listen, not because you can make command, not because you're a man, but because you proved that you are a servant. The one who serves, he can be a master. The one who wants to be served is nobody. And if our Lord, the Messiah himself, he washed the feet of his disciple, did you ask yourself why he did that? He did it for a reason. So you can learn how to be humble, how to be wise, how to be smart, how to be a person to be followed. If you are arrogant, proud, think you are higher than others, people will see nothing but your arrogance. Wash the feet of your family. They will wash your feet forever when you need them. I don't want to keep you long today. I hope we have a good time. Download the video. I don't keep those videos for long. Feel free to download them, share them with your friends. And I hope the Muslims, they learn today that your intimidation is not working. It is the opposite. It is the opposite. Any question before I go? And by the way, the one who's talking to you today, this is not a Christian prince. Allah, he cloned someone look like me, speak like me, and have a voice like me, and he is, like me. So I want to say first to like me for speaking like me today, and maybe next time I will bring me to be with you. But today it was like the one who speak like me, speaking to you, cloned by Allah, and Allah is all cloning. He's the cloner. The cloning machine, And by the way, if you have any request to clone somebody, let me know. I have connection. I speak Arabic, as you know. I can call Allah for you. You cannot call him Allah. Allah, I speak Arabic. So I call him. Let us say, okay, I will tell you this story. There's an Arabian woman. She went to Paris, and in Paris, in Paris, she lost her husband. So the daughter, she said, let us go to the police and tell them maybe they can find our dad. The crowd, the huge capital. So the police, the French police, they ask her, Madame, like, can you describe your husband for us? So this woman, she said, okay, he is tall, he have blue eyes, long hair, wide shoulders. The daughter, she said, Mom, my dad don't like this. The mother, she said, shut up. They might clone him for us. So, you know, I mean, the cloning is something very possible. It happened everywhere. A woman, she lose her husband, he don't look good, she go to Paris, she given them a different description, they will arrest the first guy in their way who is tall, blue eyes, blonde hair, white shoulders, and bring her to him, cloning, we exchange the husband. So it's possible. And don't do what I just said at home. Don't go to the police and tell them I lost my husband. Okay? It was a joke. I'm serious now. I'm serious. I know many of you wish to change your husband. I know it. But you cannot do that. First, you have to pay fees for this advice. Secondly, not all the time will work unless you get my advice to do it in the right way. Okay? Just to let you know. And you can do the same if you are a man. You want to change your wife? I can teach you how. Not necessarily to go to Paris. You can go to anywhere, Like especially if you go in Thailand. Man, they can clone anything for you. You get the guy inside the machine, he come out with boobs. Unbelievable. Look, what the heck? How the guy got boobs? And the boobs are like bouncing, like boom, 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 like, like boing, 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 boing. So, yeah. So, you have to do things in the right place and the right time, as they say. Right place, right time. And I have all the information for you in case you are interested. Okay? All right. One coffee Saturday? Already we are already Sunday. What's Saturday? Yeah, sometimes they are cloned. They are cloning the last date, they are stuck with the date. Yeah, and by the way, even Allah, he cloned even the date. I'm telling you, like as an example, Moses was exist in the time of the Samaritan. Moses and Samaritan, they will exist in the same time. The Quran says so. So he cloned the time. He doubled the time. One at that real time and one in the time of Moses. Cloning. Very popular. Describe you to us so I can claim as I can show you actually. Here we go. I do not need to describe myself to you. That will not be will be very hard, but I will give you an example. This is how I used to look like when I was young. Now, a story is different. So, yeah, so I was lucky, I was like the most handsome in the whole family. And my mother, she asked Allah to give her the most handsome son. And Allah is all listening, So like, okay, Yeah, he said, don't worry, that's it. Please, Allah, give me a handsome boy, please, And, 19 months after, because I took too much time for, Allah was doing some like adjustment, to make me handsome. Usually it take like 9 months, people, normal people. But, nothing about me is normal anyway. So about like, I don't know, my mom, she said 19 years, I'm not sure, Anyway, it was 19, miracle number 19. She gave birth to me and she wanted to send me back to Allah, but there's no return policy. All right, this is Ahmadinejad. He was a previous president of Iran. He's an idiot of the village. You don't know him? Come on. Yeah, this guy, he went to the United Nations, he want to debate about Islam. A president, he want to debate about Islam. All right. Shall we come today, like later, Sunday? Or we leave it until Monday? Yeah, I am the best looking man ever. You know, actually every mother, she see her son is the best looking boy or a man, even if you look like a monkey. So we have to agree in that, you know. Yeah. Have you ever seen a mother, she think her son is not good looking? And that is telling you, guy, by the way, why women are really special. The mother is a gift. The mother is a gift, is not a curse. No matter how ugly you are in the eyes of society, no matter how bad you look like in the standard of society, not the standard of God, your mother always, she will see you beautiful. This is why we say that women, they are blessed with love. Your dad will not see you the same way. Your dad will be so easy disappointed about you if you don't do things in his way. Your mother, unless she is weirdo, you know, and those are not the majority, she will always see you as a beautiful, handsome child. No matter how you are bad, no matter how painful you are to her. That is a blessing from God. And you will see this blessing even for animals. You will see the male don't care. You will see a fish putting her babies inside her mouth. Inside her mouth. You will see a chicken, harmless chicken, defending her chicks like a lion. The rooster don't care. So when some people, they say to you that a female is an insult, to say a female is an insult, that proves that they are stupid. Being a female in our community is a blessing, for she is the one who protects her babies. She is the one who sits on the eggs, even if she is a chicken. And usually, most of males don't even care. So there's always one person guaranteed. The second person is not guaranteed. That is your mother. One person, he loves you. The father is not necessarily. The father can be selfish, harsh, don't care about anything. When you get sick, your mother, she sat next to you. When you cry, she cry with you. And for sure, there's always bad exception. Always there's bad exception. There's bad women. But those are, thank God, not the majority. So I want to say thank you all for being here. I hope today we have a good time. Feel free to download my videos. Soon I'm going to clean my channel from most of the videos. As usual, always we do. So if you care to download the debates and etc., feel free to download them, share them in your channels before we take them away. And by this, we say Happy Easter to every one of you. And usually I don't say thank you for those who support us in Patreon, because I know you are not waiting for me saying thank you. I don't send private email to thank people who they are making donation. I don't even speak about it. But I have to say, I really appreciate people who support us, and I take the Easter as an occasion to wish them a great time, and may the Lord reward them for the support they do. Even though you are not waiting for me to say thank you. God is good, so is Jesus. He is risen, he is alive, and all his enemies are dead. Take care.